Wait, should I have muted myself? Sorry about that.
Nah, it's alright.
Excuse me.
Alright. Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand? If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hands that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow and slammed his right hand down on it.
Propped into the what? Oh, the Monokuma plushie.
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand. If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. How do I know this? We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand. Nagito could only use his right hand to stab himself with the palm, then how did he do it? Rhino, by the way, wake up.
Wait.
You missed Chiaki's line, but...
What?
Chucky said something?
Yeah, I took over the voice because Rhino was asleep. Consent!
Between our couple, yes.
The one we've been waiting for all this time. The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up, then he slammed his hand onto it. That's it, he had to place the plushie near him, and also reveals mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand. Well, I see. So that's the trick.
Before a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
Sorry about that. A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
What? How does a doll's hair grow long? How can a doll's hair
After
grow?
stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it out towards the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence. So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko? I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem.
The huge rod in his chest?
The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it, and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took a spear first, and that's he endured the pain. He stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution! If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly! They call it the dominatrix effect!
Damn it, soldier, what the
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that. Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly. Well, I'll say it one more time. I need to record it for reasons.
How would you record it?
You bastard, you better cut it out.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
I
I
know.
don't want to say you can't believe it. You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Ooh, that shut him up!
Mom, you're stressing me.
Wow. But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far, so this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient. Then are you saying there was a killer among us, Kazuichi? Well, of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's truly been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
F2 that, I want to see.
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with the spear.
I'm actually curious now. No, it takes way too long to scroll up. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that's fair.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself, so let's think about it together.
Together.
That's how we made it this far up till now.
Everyone working together. She's right. We've made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. Then, even now. All right, let's do this. Consent between all of us. Orgy time.
I mean, I think Akane would be up for that, but I think you need to pay her Benjamin or something. Did I just make Akane talk in the third person?
I'm just gonna get blood on left hand and see what happens. How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Rhino!
Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right? He was only able to move his left hand. But his left hand was also tied up. Then that rules out his left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth? Or maybe he used his front tail. Why do you keep saying that? I know guys have tails that get hard with the crap.
What are you saying? Watching Miss Sonia freaking is freaking awesome or something. I couldn't tell what was I supposed to read there.
Blushing Sonia is freaking awesome.
If Nagito committed suicide, then he must have used that spear to stab himself. Even if his arms and legs were tied up, there's no doubt he used some part of his body. The only thing he could have used is...
So what's the text say this time?
I'm not gonna... It's just normal stuff this time around, so... Leave it to Lord Kazuichi. Cover... His left hand was tied up.
I rip your argument to pieces.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand. Why? Rhino.
What?
You keep falling asleep.
I apologize. I believe I have unintentionally assumed a napping position. I will change.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know? There was something off about his left hand.
It was stabbed.
No, that was his right hand. The blood stain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looks somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the blood stain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood spatters, that's as far as it reaches, right?
That's also a description of that blood stain, but it's not the only unnatural blood stain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural blood stain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. Imagination.
Oh, she's looking at Nekomaru.
Nekomaru, tell me what to do.
If there's blood on his palm and the back
Fuck
of his
bitches.
hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
What was Nagito's left hand doing when the blood splattered? Hiding,
Gripping.
open, gripping. Ah!
So I think it's what we thought with the spear when he had it hung over the rafter and stabbed himself with it.
Yeah, he was holding onto a rope and then he let go of it. When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking blood stain on his palm in the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing? Was he grabbing his front tail?
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose so he could keep his strength when he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself. That's right, that's the problem. Hey, Chiaki, what do you think?
Maybe.
What?
Her answer was maybe.
Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
I think it's calling you out right now.
Nah, I got through my nap. I'm good now.
At times like this, you could always strike it from a good angle, just like fixing an old TV.
I got it. Maybe.
I think she responded so she wouldn't get struck from a good angle.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought, it's no mistake that Nagito is gripping the spear. I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Which section of the spear was he holding on to? Cord, shaft, handle, blade. Cord.
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 What's the difference between the shaft and the handle?
Wait, which cord? Discord! That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is a part Nagito was gripping now. And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's hand. Left hand.
Why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping? You're not going to say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right? No, but that would be impressive. That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides, right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily. Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear? It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once? That is a long title.
That is a long plan.
One step at a time? What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first, mainly where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
It was erect.
Nagito was facing up, and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it's just before that... That's it. Could it be? The state of the spear, and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment.
Hangman's Gambit?
If I put those together and think about it, I should be able to figure out where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito.
No, this is probably a mind surf thing, right?
Logic dive, yep.
Logic dive.
I couldn't think of the right word, alright? I knew it had something to do with surfing.
1. Go!
We...
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to
What the fuck?
go. Got it. That's bullshit.
That's because you're speeding the whole time.
Well, yeah. If I'm gonna go slow.
He's not, I was gonna say Amy, but Amy's still fast.
Question 1. Where was the spear just before it impaled Nagito? Above Nagito.
Yep.
Whoa.
What's
What
that?
the hell is those?
Presumably
They're trapped, they're moving.
obstacles, so I'm going to avoid them.
Oh, jeez.
Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around, gotta find the murderer.
Fuck!
You almost hit both.
Just what lies ahead? Only one way to find out. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? A ceiling girder.
We called this shit like at the beginning.
I mean, to be fair, sprinklers were also above him, but that's not the answer we need.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, what's the obstacles this time?
Oh, jeez. Sorry, my voice cracked a little.
Oh, come on!
Oh, it had a set pattern. All right.
I might be muted for a moment.
All right. I mean, thankfully, I don't think Chiaki is speaking for a bit.
We are. What item connects both the spear and the ceiling girder?
Left hand, I think. Oh, spear's cord? I think spear's cord.
Right, because it's the rope on. It said the rope on, like the one tying him. So here we go.
Oh, jeez.
We did it.
Yeah. Barely. We were having trouble with that last one, though.
I mean, you just need to actually read the things. The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. He must have been perpendicular to him just before that. Perpendicular? In the middle of the air? If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him.
I feel like the one who suggested ESP was not Akane, right?
I think it was Kazuichi or Sonya. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
Boy, I sure hope I don't get stabbed. I also noticed a slight pink streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear. Are you serious? He really committed suicide like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they go to all this trouble just to kill someone with the spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body? That was all him? Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? He looks so calm! That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth, too?
He probably covered his own mouth so he wouldn't hear him screaming in pain. Or singing. Stab myself. Going everywhere. You want to break the game. Boy, this hurts a little more than I thought it would.
Did he need to go that far, even making a musical number out of it? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
'Cause I'm crazy.
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer.
I was trying to create ultimate hope.
His goal was to get us all executed.
Idiot.
And that's why He stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
Well, that's messed up. That's seriously so messed up. Yeah, that's our Nagito. Jeez.
That's our Nagito.
I was starting to feel a little sympathetic toward him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice.
Hajime, I feel like you're being a little hurtful here.
A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took.
Question.
A bit harsh.
Question, now that I think about it. Would we have been unable to do any more events with him after the 4th death?
Probably.
Considering he just didn't like anyone anymore?
I imagine so, honestly. I had forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
Yes, because you're interpreting it wrong.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
Revealing the traitor?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us. So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor. I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. Created a scenario where any of us could have killed him. He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide. Did he cause a bomb scare? For that reason alone? He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable. You are right, I suppose. Yeah, it appears we come to a conclusion. That bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
Problem with that. Didn't he die at, like, noon exactly?
Yeah, that's just when he let go of the spear.
But that doesn't make sense.
How?
Like, would it not at least...
He said he could have let go of the spear at any time. Like, okay, we know there's going to be an interruption, like, but wait, what about this? But the idea they're getting at is that that's when he let go of the spear.
Yeah. Well, let's continue, I guess.
Yeah.
And that should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I mean, not go kill himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is? Or...
So, what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Boobs.
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. I guess my gut's wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion. Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial, and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
It's okay. It's okay to say you've decided on the killer.
I don't feel...
Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
You bitch.
Hold on. Why?
What
Sorry.
blue balls?
Just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked. Like who the traitor is. But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change. That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. It's about where the fuck Sonia was.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know. I'm worried about starting voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that even he couldn't have messed with.
A time, right?
You're gonna keep going, and here I thought we were finally finished. Something related to Nagito's death, a piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with.
Time of death? Wait, how did he stab the knife through his own hand?
He propped it. He propped it on the
plushie.
plushie. He propped it through the hole in the plushie.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The time?
What's the details on that? Noon sharp there.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file.
There's always something suspicious in the Monokuma file.
Noon sharp. Also, never said the cause of death. The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki is worried about is... What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file?
Oh, damn it.
Time of death. Oh, wait, no. Cause of death is what they want.
Yeah.
I forget.
Hey, at least the C's right there, right?
God, there's C's everywhere.
Watch out, the A!
I can only keep an eye on so much at once.
Jeez. We're looking for an S, right?
Yeah.
Can you find the F?
Thanks, Dora.
A T H. Where's it? Oh, there's an A up in the upper right, upper left. I mean, damn it.
T. Jesus Christ, they're hitting each other before they even come on screen. That's bullshit.
That is pretty bad.
Yeah, this is literally, like, this entire game is terrible. The Hangman's Gambit. Jesus Christ.
I feel like that one was just try and get your points, and we're trying to get it done ASAP so you don't fucking die.
Well, I wasn't trying to get points. I was trying to find the damn things. In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. There's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
You know, it's really lucky he didn't bleed out through those stabs in his legs.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files only specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not?
Not really.
The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was the cause of death.
No, it's just the cause of more blood.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma,
I plead the fifth.
there he goes again. I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
Shut up. But even during Gundam's case and before during Egon's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
No, I've become predictable!
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting again that his death wasn't a suicide? You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place! No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense. Bad sense? I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here? Huh? Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
Eating.
Oh, interesting. You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You are right. We only get one chance to vote, after all. Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it. This is friggin' annoying. What if you guys say
I just want to die.
What if you guys say you're doing it? There's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The vote's gonna have to wait. As I crack nipples.
We've come this far, and let's work hard to the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Aww. Splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. And this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking.
Why is he blushing?
He's always looking like that.
Blushing?
When he laughs, yeah.
I haven't
Trial!
seen blush
Suspend!
before.
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was going to start. But, well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was going to happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monami?
That.
Hey, how much longer are you playing to sulk? Let's get along like you always do.
That.
Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So, Monami and I are the bestest of best friends.
Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now.
Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much?
Because you're Monokuma. Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1 millimeter bit.
How sad.
No, not even 1 millimeter, 1 picometer.
Is trusting your friend, it's much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know.
We aren't even friends in the first place.
Then as your older brother, let me say this.
You're not even my brother.
It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys.
There may be some demands for that. Oh, I fell, bar. I totally took the man bait. What?
I don't fucking know.
Look, I don't question those two anymore.
Does this mean that Monami's progressive? Come on, by now there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now.
I thought you said there was nothing more to say.
Everyone's united against despair. They're totally awesome. And that voice in my head, shut up. That's why I'm going to fight too.
With your silence?
I'll fight the only way I can. I'm going to show that guy. I'm going to show that guy my fearsome retaliation. Why was I having trouble parsing that sentence? That's basically it.